G'day folks, Cortezerino here. I am about to build the biggest structure this server has ever seen. Now, the other guys are bragging that their skyscrapers are going all the way up to build limit. Well, mine's going to be bigger because mine is going to start all the way down there at the bottom of the ocean, and it may well, it may well go all the way to build a limit. Now, have I gathered all the resources? I don't know. Do I have a plan that I have mapped out in creative? Not really. But do I have a master vision? Absolutely. It's going to look like this. Cross with this. Cross with this. Crossed with this. That's right. There may well be drop bears. Now, the reason I had that very forlorn and lonesome musical number at the start of this video is just to show that out at the spawn chunks here, not much is going on, which isn't good because I'm sort of in charge of the building out here. And it's what, episode 18? I've really got to get a move along, so it's time to get started. And what I'm doing here is I want to find the exact center of the spawn chunks. I mean, I pretty much know where it is. Someone's built a little hopper platform out there, and it's probably right, but I'm just going to double check because I want to know the exact spot or the area that when you die and your bed's obstructed, that you're going to appear, or when people who visit the server, where they're going to appear when they first log on. So let's just get that done. Oh, and one small disclaimer. When I said this was going to be the most epic build that the server has ever seen, I'd kind of forgotten about the wall that Traven built around the city. But yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Just every time you see the wall in a video, just close your eyes and hold them shut really tight, and then this will be the most epic build on the server. Okay, so I've built a little bit of a platform up above there, and I just want to see if I'm going to spawn on it. So I don't like to die, but it's got to be done. Okay, cool. We're on the platform, but we are right on the edge of the platform, so I'm not sure if I've got this right. I'll just figure out which edge of the platform I'm on, and I think we'll go for another swim with lead boots on. And, ooh, that's freaky. We're on the edge again. Oh, hello! We are on the opposite edge of the platform. That's actually a good thing. So, yeah, last time I spawned right on the other side. So, I think we're good. I think this is the new spawning platform where we're going to spawn in. Although once I start building, who knows, we might end up spawning right on the top of the thing. I'm going to try and keep no spawnable areas above this, but like, I don't know, I'm going to put down a lot of carpet and glass, but for all I know, players can still spawn in there. We'll find out. Oh no! Oh, I forgot about all my levels. Oh, I had like 60 something. Oh. So, as you may have guessed from the title of this video, I am building a world engine. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a massive terraforming machine. So, maybe a long time ago, aliens landed and it was a barren planet, and they used this machine to terraform it into the lovely Minecraft world it is today. And I thought this would go well with steampunk, because anyone living around this area would look up at this ancient structure that's built in a very steampunky sort of way, and they would think, oh, okay, that's how we're supposed to build. And that's why everyone in this area of our world builds in a steampunk style. So I thought that was pretty fitting. Now, those pictures I showed you at the start of the episode are what I'm taking my inspiration from, but I'm not trying to build any one of those in particular. I'm sort of going to combine them all and and build something new. Now, the problem I'm going to have here is because the structure is going to be really, really big, but we're spawning inside of it, you're not really ever going to see it. So I need for most of it to be visible from the inside. And I'm going to do that with look at this, endermites everywhere. I'm going to do this by using the legs. So I've just built a bit of a structure here that all I've got it for is to attach the legs to, basically. So I'm going to build 4 big sort of cogwheels off this, and we'll begin the legs of this big structure. And what's going to happen, the idea is that it's flown through space as a big ship, but as it's come into land, the legs have extended from the ship and it's opened up 4 huge holes in the side of the ship. So we'll be able to see out from inside here and see the legs of the world engine, and just be able to have a pretty good look around at the entire structure from the inside. Well, that's the idea. I haven't really built anything like that on creative yet. I've just sort of designed half of the legs. So we'll start attaching these things and we'll see how we go. So I've jumped onto my camera account here just to show you what I've done so far. It's pretty big, just running around down there. You wouldn't really be able to see most of it, but the legs have begun, and this is just where the legs will connect to the structure. I haven't even really started building the legs yet, but it's going to be pretty big, and I really underestimated how long this would take. Like, I thought, designing this thing aside, the actual building might take me a couple of episodes. There's no way. It's going to take forever. Like, this took me about a day and a half. And, the resources too. Like, I underestimated that. Like, each of those wheels has exactly a double stack of sea lanterns. I had to work out a deal with Hodag to get a bigger supply. Like, I've got the free access to BC's shop, but there's not enough sea lanterns in there, and I would feel guilty taking that many anyway. Like, I've already taken about 4 stacks, and I've started putting in glowstone every time that I take sea lanterns out of his shop. So I've given Howie and Hodag free access to the Titan, so they've got all the iron they need. And Hodag brought me, like, I asked for a shulker box worth of sea lanterns, and he brought me exactly that. So I scored a free shulker box. So I'll have to return that. But next time, like, I ask someone for something, I should also always say, like, a shulker box of this, and maybe I'll always get a shulker box out of it. I don't know. But yep, I thought I would begin building the legs in this episode, but that's not going to happen. But I really want to get the power core built. So we're going to do that next. And hopefully that won't take me too long. So I was complaining about the amount of resources this build was taking. Look at this bit. I'm building a sphere, and just this bottom section, that's 3 stacks of limestone glass. Huh. But I just want to show you something cool. So this is the website that I'm using to generate all my roundy sort of structures. So let's just go back to the main page. So plots.co.uk is a really great website. So you can build spheres here, but this isn't the one I'm using at the moment. So like, I'm doing a 19 block diameter sphere, but I'm not using the sphere. I'm using this ellipsoid, because it's got a really cool feature. So let's just put all of these on 19, so the height, width, and depth. But then you've got this precision thing down here. So if you want to make like a very mechanical looking sphere, you can put it all the way down to a low precision, and that looks like machinery. But if you want something more organic, you put it up to the higher one. You get something much more rounded, and I really like that. It's cool. And then you can use this bit over here to go level by level, and just makes it really easy to build. So I love this website. you should definitely check it out if you don't already know about it. So we're back at the base now, and I've done a little bit of work here decorating the place. I still haven't done the ceiling properly, but I've got a little bit of it in, and I'll do something pretty special up the top there. Don't know what yet, but I've finally cleaned all of this up, and I had this issue. I was trying to make this side here look a bit like this side. So where I've got this crushing mechanism for my shulker boxes, I've just put in a bunch of furnaces so it sort of looks the same. And like, I've got the big auto smelter over there, but if I just want to smelt one thing really quickly, I can do that there. And those chests up the top, they aren't actually connected to my item sorter. They're just there to match the input and output chest over there. So what I might do is put my wood in those chests. So I've got all my logs in that one and all my wood products in that one. And they can really clog up the inventory when you've been doing a wood build. So it's a bit hard when I'm trying to feed things into my item sorter and I've got an inventory clogged up with wood. So I could probably just turn here, put the wood away, and when my inventory is a bit cleaner, then start putting stuff into the item sorter, and that way I won't miss anything. And I've cleaned up my little elytra exit right here, and this thing here, like I realized I didn't have a permanent water source in my base. Like over in my big potion brewing area, I've got a single block of water just to refill my water bottles, but nowhere for buckets. I was constantly running outside and going to the river. So I built this, but it's not quite right yet. I want to try building it out of prismarine, like a little ocean temple sort of thing. So I've got to get some prismarine. I don't have any. I'm going to hit up BC for that. And then just to fill in this area here, I've put in a tiny little potion area just in case I want to brew one thing really quickly and I can't be bothered walking over there. And it's also somewhere where I can store my potion stuff when I've got it in my inventory and I'm trying to put stuff away. And down here, I've put in a cool little hallway. I think it looks good. And I've got my bulk storage area and a cutesy little bedroom. It's very nice. And over here, I'm going to use this area for something. Don't know what yet, but I figured it's already cleared out. I might as well do something with it eventually. Alright, let's head on into the nether. Ooh, I moved my portal too. Here it is. So I've moved my nether portal down a little bit, guys, to match up with our new nether hub of epicness that BC has built for us. It's looking lovely. We've got all these tunnels ready to go to burrow off to different locations, and this is how we're going to signpost it, just with little caricatures of where it's going to. Now, I was actually going to go into a bit more detail about this hub and what I'm planning to do here, but I'm not going to now. See, here's a tunnel I have to burrow back to world spawn. We've just got a piece of dirt marking where it is. I'm not going to go into too much detail right now because I've already recorded it like 5 times. Man, my microphone, I've got a Razer Siren and I am sick of it. Like, some days, you may have heard it in my videos, there's just tons and tons and tons of crackling in it. And recently I've just, whenever I get the crackling, hang on, let's just go through the portal. So I was getting that crackling every time I did a bit of recording. I'd play it back and there was this awful noise all the way through it. And you'll notice some of my videos have it, and that's because it just happens for days on end, and I've got to get a video out, and I just have to live with it. But recently, I've just been ditching the footage and trying again. And I tried and tried and tried, but some days, all I can do is just wait till the next day, and then maybe it's going to work. But that's a big problem with the Razer Siren. If you Google Razer Siren and crackling noises, you'll get heaps of people asking for solutions, and not many solutions. If you've got one and someone said buy an external USB hub that's powered because it's your motherboard interfering with it, that doesn't work. I tried that. Anyway, I'd given up, and then something miraculous happened. And you might have got a clue from earlier when I was on the Plots website and there was an ad in the top right hand corner. There was a knock on the door. My new microphone has arrived. The Blue Yeti. And at first I didn't sound the same. I don't know if I sound exactly the same, but I turned the sensitivity way up and I'm loving it. And look, first try, it's working. I love it. I love it. So if you're looking at buying either a Razor Siren or a Blue Yeti, well, haven't had much experience with the Blue Yeti yet, but I can tell you the Razor Siren is more trouble than it's worth. So now I can show you the power core. And it doesn't look that spectacular from down here. Let's go up there. So this is the source of the world engine's power, the power core. Now the plan is to put a beacon all the way down there, so it'll be shining a beam of green light up through this, so it'll look like this is what's generating the beam. And I might switch into my camera account and we can go up there and have a better look. So inside of that sphere of lime stained glass, I've used green wool just to do a pattern like this thing's moving around, it's alive, and all kinds of scientific-y, magically stuff is going on in there. And then inside we've got another power core. I'm using the emerald blocks, not that you can really see that they're emerald blocks from down here, so that was expensive, but this build is expensive, so that's okay. Now, I don't want any mobs spawning in here, and really they shouldn't because of the light that I've got here. But on top of all the spawning spaces here, I've put the lime carpet. Now, I haven't used green carpet because I love the effect that gives when you're looking at from the bottom. It's just little flashes of the lime there, of the bright lime. And I think it looks brilliant. And then when you're looking at it from the top, it still looks all right because this thing's bringing life to the world down below. So all this green stuff that's settled down here, that's primordial ooze that's just hanging out down here. And it can be generating all kinds of life and weird mutations. See, I wasn't kidding about the drop bears. We could get a drop bear in here. Who knows? We are going to leave it here for today. I have had a long day of recording a lot of useless material. So now I'm going to go cuddle up with my new microphone. I love it. I love it. Cheers from me, guys. I'm Cortezerino. See you later.